Hi, today I am going to be showing you how to add or subtract mixed numbers. To add or subtract mixed numbers, we need to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions first and then add or subtract. For our example, we have 1 and 2/3. This is a mixed number. And add that to 1/4, which isn't a mixed number. So we need to change the mixed numbers into improper fractions. So as a rule, we multiply the denominator by the whole number. So that's 3 times 1. And then add to the numerator, which is 2. So 3 times 1 will give you 3. Add 2 will give you 5. And then just copy the denominator 3. For the second fraction, it's not mixed number, so you just copy that. So as a rule, you cannot add or subtract fractions unless if they have a common denominator. So we need to find the multiples of 3 and the multiples of 4, then find the least common multiple. So the common multiple is 12, so we need to make the denominators there 12. So to get a denominator of 12, we need to multiply 3 by 4 and do the same to the numerator, which is 5 times 4. And 3 times 4 will give you 12, 5 times 4 will give you 20. For 1/4, we need to multiply 4 by 3 and the same with the top one to make 12. So 4 times 3 will give you 12 and 1 times 3 will give you 3. As we now have a common denominator, we just copy the denominator 12, add the numerators 20, add 3 will give you 23. Because this is an improper fraction, we need to simplify that. So to simplify, we just divide 23 divided by 12. So how many 12s goes into 23? So you have 1. 1 times 12 gives you 12. 23 minus 12 will give you 11. So you have 11 as the remainder there and over the denominator of 12. So a simplified form for 23 over 12 is 1 and 11 over 12. So for our next example, we're going to have subtraction. So we have 2 and 3/5 minus 1 and 1/4. Both are mixed numbers, so we need to change both to improper fractions. So for the first one, you want to multiply 5 times 2, which will give you 10, plus 3 will give you 13, over the denominator 5. For the next one, we have 4 times 1 is 4, add 1 will give you 5. Now that's 5 over 4. As a rule, you cannot add different denominators, so we need to make them the same. So find the multiples of 5 and 4. Find the least common multiple. In this case, we have 20. So that means we need to make both denominators 20. So you multiply 5 by 4 and the top by 4 as well. So that means you have 13 times 4 will give you 52 and 5 times 4 will give you 20. So for 5/4, you multiply the bottom and the top by 5, which will give you 25 and 20. So you now have the same denominators. Copy the common denominator. Subtract 52 minus 25 will give you 27. So this is an improper fraction, so we need to simplify it. 27 divided by 20. So how many 20s goes into 27? You have 1. And what is the remainder? You have 7. So just copy the denominator of 20. So the simplified form is 1 and 7 over 20. Okay, so for exercises now, the next one will be done by you. So we have 2 questions here. And I want you to press the pause button while you work on it, and then press play again when you finish. And this is how we answer it. So the first one is not a mixed number, so just copy that one. The next one, you change it into improper fractions. So 7 times 3 gives you 21. Add 4 will give you 25, and just copy 7. And then copy find the common denominator, and by finding the multiples and finding the least common multiple. Here you have 21, so make both denominators 21. For 2/3, you multiply the top and the bottom by 7. So 2 times 7 is 14, 3 times 7 is 21. And the same with the second one, you multiply the denominator by 3 to get 21. And you also multiply the numerator by 3, giving you 75 over 21. You now have a common denominator of 21, so you just copy that, add the numerators. 14 plus 75 will give you 89. So we need to simplify that by dividing 89 divided by 21 will give you 4 and a remainder of 5. So just copy the denominator over that, and that is your answer. For the next one, you need to change the mixed numbers to improper fractions again. So 5 times 2 gives you 10, plus 2 gives you 12. Copy the denominator of 5. And for the next one, you multiply 1 times 2 is 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 you have 3. So 3 halves. So just subtract 3 halves. So find the common multiples of 5 and 2. Now you should be able to work out that it's 10. So you multiply the top and the bottom by 2, so that the denominator will be 5 times 2 gives you 10, and the numerator will give you 24. For 3 halves, you multiply the top and the bottom by 5, so that means the denominator will also be 10. Copying the common denominator of 10 and subtracting 24 minus 15 will give you 9. So your answer here is 9/10. I hope you got these answers, and thank you for watching my video.